as the argument often made by the candidates themselves, when they're behind in the polls, is the poll that matters is on election day. And
I was just going to say, let's trot out that cliche, right?
Well,
because it's true, right? I mean,
it is true.
These are
yes.
snapshots. These are moments in time in a campaign, and they are helpful, but they're not dispositive. You can't look at a poll even in mid-October
so why
and
do we
say
talk
that's
about
it.
them so much?
Because we're trying to track the evolution of the race. We're trying to get a sense of where it's going. We're trying to reduce uncertainty for our listeners and our readers and our viewers. And one of the ways to do that is to figure out who the voters are and what they think of the race at a given moment.
But I think what we've learned from history, if we had known polls, is that the intensity of a candidate's support is not the same thing as breadth of support. And there's no question that Donald Trump has more intense, excited, enthusiastic supporters than does Hillary Clinton. But I think it's probably the case, and again, we'll see on election date, that she has a larger volume of supporters, even if they're less enthusiastic. And we've learned that in the past. Mitt Romney had, huge rallies, very enthusiastic supporters. But when you go into the voting booth, when a voter goes into the voting booth, it doesn't matter how excited or enthusiastic that voter is to pull the lever for a candidate. What matters is how many of those voters there are. And I think at the end of the day, if Donald Trump fails, it will be not because he didn't excite particular voters enough, but because he didn't reach enough of them, communicate with enough of them.